Greetings, fellow fans. In today's video, I bring you a lot of exciting updates, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The San Francisco 49ers office is fully focused and prepared for the next steps. With only a few days left until the 2025 NFL Draft, many fans, including myself, were left anxious after the decision to release several players and not sign big-name free agents. This bold move wasn't the only one during the offseason. The 49ers have correctly identified their main challenges and brought in solutions to overcome them. Specialists were hired to address defensive issues, and a new addition to the team was made to provide the necessary experience and structure. There are also discussions about restructuring George Kittle's contract and the possibility of a contractual innovation with Brock Purdy this offseason. However, this is not enough, as the 49ers still have more to offer. Recently, the team was recognized as one of those that could influence the 2025 draft, according to an analysis by an industry editor. This is truly impressive. Let's explore what it means that the 49ers could have a significant role in the NFL draft. It's very interesting. Let's get into the details. We will also have some updates on a player to discuss soon. But for now, let's focus on the San Francisco 49ers, who are one of the franchises with the potential to shape the NFL draft. What has been mentioned is fascinating. The 49ers office allowed several former starters to go their own way in free agency after a frustrating season marked by injuries. Players with physical issues are no longer part of the team. The 49ers roster is in transformation, but still holds enough talent to make a good run in 2025 and recover from a fourth-place finish in the NFC West Division. This season, injuries played a significant role. The team saw many players struggle, and now they are out of action. The 49ers roster is in a phase of change, but it still has enough talent to make a significant push in 2025 and turn things around after finishing in fourth place in the NFC West. The general manager has several picks to explore, as the franchise is among the top 5 with the highest value in the draft, according to a sports analysis. Throughout this offseason, the general manager has seen his team shrink, so it's expected that he will make moves in the trade market. The team has 7 picks in the last 4 rounds, which could be used to move up in the earlier rounds and acquire valuable veteran talents. What is suggested about the 49ers is that they are among the top 5 NFL teams with the potential to make significant moves, creating impact, and adjusting their roster to ensure they get the players they want. At first glance, this idea is exciting. I like this concept, but when we analyze specific names, the situation gets complicated due to the uncertainty regarding availability with certain picks. Therefore, I prefer not to delve into this detail and focus on the overall perspective, which I consider optimistic since the 49ers are seen as a team that many believe will move up or down. However, these scenarios can be frustrating for fans. Personally, I find them quite intriguing, as they show not only the player the team wants, but also how far they are willing to go to secure that player. Clearly, there are many ongoing discussions, and they have their perceptions of possible picks. Evaluations and analyses play a key role in these situations. As they navigate through these scenarios and everything unfolds, it also provides a glimpse into what other teams think about these players. For example, there was a pick that caused controversy, yet the 49ers chose to go with a specific player. In this context, as everything unfolds, it's clear to see other teams' perspectives on certain players. Last year, there was a pick that, for some, was seen as controversial. The team chose this player earlier than expected, possibly believing that he wouldn't be available in their next opportunity to pick. This idea is plausible. What I find especially intriguing in this situation, when we analyze it further, is that the team would be using those later picks as a resource to move up in the first rounds or acquire experienced players. This seems interesting to me because I hadn't reflected on the possibility of the team making more significant trades. The frequently discussed trades at this time of year raise speculations about how players could be used as trade chips in the moves. However, this didn't materialize, but the team was clearly open to that alternative. They were certainly willing to release those players if an attractive proposal came along. However, such an opportunity didn't arise. After the first day of the draft, the communication was that they wouldn't negotiate that player, or perhaps they mentioned both, but essentially indicated that they weren't available. This suggests that, in my opinion, they were looking for exceptional talent. They wanted a first-round pick within the top 10 to release one of these players. This is understandable, especially considering the proximity to the 2024 season. You can see the logic behind that reasoning. Also, maybe the search for exceptional talent isn't as simple as it would seem. It could be that we needed something more than just that second-round pick that was offered to us or any other alternative. I don't know the details. No one does. At least, no one in the public media has access to that information. It's fascinating to note how the dynamics have shifted a bit, as the suggestion now arises that this could be part of a plan, exactly what they intend, to add some experienced talent while using those picks in the overall strategy. We've discussed these scenarios several times throughout this offseason, so we will have to wait and see how everything plays out. We are only 9 days away, which is extremely exciting. However, there's one matter that deserves attention and can really generate excitement: the presence of a renowned coach. We should be excited about this. It's understandable that this coach's influence will be felt at a moment in the off-season that may seem optimistic, but that can also fade in memory, reminding us how challenging last year was. We find ourselves hoping for significant changes in free agency, which often don't materialize, leaving us to wonder if something will come up that we can celebrate. However, as the new season approaches, we will reflect a lot on this coach's ability to inspire his players. Recently, an athlete appeared on a podcast, and if you're not feeling excited about this coach yet, this might change your perspective. The player made many positive remarks about him. When asked about his thoughts on the coach's return after an absence, the enthusiasm was palpable. He expressed that he was extremely excited because no one else had the vision of what he could become other than this coach. This is a very significant compliment. It's admirable coming from a player who, in my view, is on a path to great achievements, someone with a bright future ahead. And by the way, also mentioned that in the same conversation, he talked about it. Only Sulla realized what I could achieve. This is truly a great recognition coming from an athlete who, in my view, is on the path to the Hall of Fame. He mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, that we still haven't seen his best yet, and what is to come will be even more impressive.
The situation in New York is fascinating. Let's not forget that one underestimated aspect of Salah's story is his decision to step away from all those responsibilities as a head coach. He absorbed the lessons learned during that time in New York and now returns to a more defensive-focused role. The article presents some really relevant observations. New York was not easy for Salah, as he ended with a record of 20 wins and 36 losses in just over 3 seasons before being let go after the 5th round of 2024. Salah didn't have a stable quarterback performance on the team, but he managed to shape the Heads into a strong defense. Remember, that defense stood out to the point of being the only one that outperformed the 49 ERS units in every aspect. We were concerned about how effective that defense could be at the beginning of the season. The defense stood out so much that it was the only one to surpass the 49 ERS units at every level. As we began the season, we were excited for the first game, intrigued by the potential of that defense. In Salah's second season, they established themselves as an elite unit, consistently proving dangerous under his leadership. Last year, the Heads fell to the 15th spot in the PFSN defense metric after Salah left. However, he now returns to a familiar environment in San Francisco. The 49ers were ranked as the 26th best defense by PFSN in 2024, signaling that a change is urgent. Therefore, we will see that soon. I don't know if you're excited, but Fred Warner certainly is, and that excitement is contagious. I'm really excited about this. Meanwhile, we still have 9 days until the 2025 NFL Draft. I'll be here to keep you informed, so stay tuned so you don't miss anything. I'm really looking forward to this draft. There are so many options. I've changed my mind several times about what the 49ers should do with their first 4 picks, all within the top 100. I've changed my mind about these picks at least 100 times. I can't contain my excitement about which player I think the 49 S should select at the 11th pick, and then I convince myself that someone else should be the pick for some reason. So, it will be a truly exciting moment. Don't miss all the action because it will be epic. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49 S Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49 S. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below.
The San Francisco 49ers are reportedly eyeing one of the NFL's most talented quarterbacks, Dak Prescott, sparking rumors that could shake up the league. As the Cowboys star player and the highest-paid quarterback in NFL history, Prescott's potential move to the 49ers would mark a stunning shift in the NFL landscape. With a proven track record of consistency and leadership, the 29-year-old signal caller could be the missing piece that propels the 49ers to the next level. The team, which has already solidified its defense and offensive weapons, could see Prescott as the final addition needed to compete for a Super Bowl title. Despite Prescott's substantial contract extension with the Cowboys, rumors are swirling that the 49ers could make a bold move for the star quarterback. The San Francisco franchise, led by coach Kyle Shanahan, has been searching for a long-term solution at quarterback after experimenting with various options in recent seasons. Prescott, who has led the Cowboys to 4 division titles and 3 Pro Bowl appearances, offers the stability and high-level playmaking that the 49ers might need. His impressive 2024 season, despite injuries, shows that Prescott remains one of the league's elite quarterbacks, making him a prime target for any championship-contending team. Although the Cowboys have made no indication that Prescott is on the trading block, the 49ers' interest could force Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office to reassess their options. With a contract that could potentially be restructured, Prescott's future in Dallas remains uncertain. For the 49ers, adding Prescott to a team already stacked with talent might just be the move that catapults them from playoff contenders to the Super Bowl favorites. Could this high-stakes pursuit of Prescott be the play that finally brings the 49ers their long-awaited 6th Super Bowl title? The NFL world is waiting to see. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.